for the stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavour show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of the UK's second-largest city, Birmingham.
Previously in The Archers. Adam talks about village gossip around Slurry, but Brian has bigger issues on his mind. Brian asks about Ian's career plans, and Adam wonders what's really going on. Is it Alice? It's Chris, who wants to take the family to the cleaners, and Brian hopes Adam can help. Could the remaining partners raise the funds to buy Alice's share in the business? Adam realizes that the upcoming valuation will take everything into account, which made Brian think of Adam and Ian and the need for everyone to chip in. But Adam is resistant. He is already making plans with Ian. Tracy has an interview today for a new job in kitchen telesales via Lily, but she worried about not understanding the questions. Reassuring Jazzer does some practice with Tracy. The interviewer breaks the ice and gets Tracy to talk a bit about herself. Being a single mom has armed her for any challenge. The interviewer realizes she knows Tracy and introduces herself as Tom Brownlow, who sat next to Tracy at school. Gently grilled on specific questions, Tracy struggles and the interview breaks down with Tracy apologizing. On the phone to Jazzer, Tracy is upset and feels like she is not good enough. She could tell what Tom was really thinking. Jazzer tries to encourage Tracy, but she lets rip. Tom Brownlow has it all, whereas Tracy has to borrow her sister's clothes just to turn up to an interview. Thank you for listening, and now I will leave you with the episode of The Archers.
This is the BBC.
This podcast is supported by advertising outside the UK.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
You're listening to Wednesday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
What are you doing, Mum?
Cutting you some of my cold tea loaf. Done you a flask, too. I was just going to bring it over to Little Grange.
Mum, you don't need to fuss over me. Dad said you promised you'd take it easy today. He told me to check that you were.
Yeah, I am taking it easy.
You're not. I can see you're not. It's not even 8 and you're up baking, cleaning. I really wish you'd stop. We can all look after ourselves.
Right. I get the picture.
What? What have I said?
You made it very clear I'm not needed.
That is not what I meant.
Susan and Adam are perfectly fine without me at the dairy.
Well, I'd say they're just about coping. I don't think they're perfectly fine.
Helen will start having me down as unreliable soon. Off twice since Christmas.
Well, where are you going?
To sit down. Follow orders. Leave the loaf on the side if you don't want it. I'm sure the dog will eat it.
Oh, now you're being ridiculous. Look, all we want is for you to do the exercises the doctor gave you and rest up when you can. You're always wishing you had more time to do your sewing and stuff. Why not just enjoy it for a day or two?
Oh, Edward. Because I like being busy. I like not having enough time to fit things in.
That is bonkers. I'd give anything for someone else to worry about weaning the lambs and doing the spraying up at home farm. And filling in Kira's reading record. Supposed to be my job. I forgot again last night.
Well, that is something I could do.
Oh, great. You know, if it's not signed, she misses out on golden time.
Well, we can't have that. Send her up to me after school and we can do some reading together.
What are you doing now?
Well, there's flour all over the floor.
Oh, look, I'll do it. Please, Mum. Just go and sit down.
There was no need to come round. I'm fine.
Sorry, I really thought you'd get that kitchen job.
Well, you were wrong, weren't you? I told you yesterday, but you wouldn't listen.
Did that woman phone you?
No, I got an email.
Come on, you know the kind of lass that get beaten by one bad day.
One bad day?
Pick yourself up, eh? Keep on trying.
And what if I don't want to? Oh, now look.
Leave it. I'll clean it up. You sit down and eat your toast.
I don't want it. I'm not hungry. Everyone will be asking me how I got on. Freddie, Oliver, all the kitchen staff knew I was going for the interview.
You could throw in that sort. It could happen to MD. The answers you practiced with me were brilliant.
Oh, that was a big waste of time.
Maybe. Unless I could use them.
What?
Well, I could learn for you. Like passing the baton.
What on earth are you talking about?
Maybe Lily could swing an interview for me, I know. Then you could tell me exactly what the questions you were asked.
You think you'd get the job?
I'd be a shoo-in if you helped me.
Jazzer, I thought you were coming round here to make me feel better.
I don't have to go for it if you don't like the idea.
Whatever. Why should it bother me?
Oh, Mum.
Edward, you gave me a shock. I didn't hear you come in.
And you didn't hear your phone either. Been ringing you for the last half an hour. I was worried.
Well, I don't think it's charged. In fact, I think it might still be up in the bedroom.
Well, what use is it up there? What if you'd fallen?
I'd have got back up again. I've strained a muscle. I didn't break my hip. Come on in by the fire. You look half drowned.
Well, I've only got a minute. Just wanted to check that you weren't up on the roof replacing tiles.
No, I've sat like a useless lump all day, as instructed.
Did you take your painkillers?
Every 4 hours. If I'm stuck with my feet up for much longer, this patchwork picnic rug will cover the whole of the Jubilee Field and half of Ambridge.
Oh, it's looking good, isn't it? Hope the weather behaves better for the picnic than it has today.
I didn't think rain was even forecast.
Yeah, it wasn't. And even if it stops, I think the crops at Home Farm are going to be too wet for spraying tomorrow. It's Susan. Sorry to bother you at work. I'm trying to get a hold of Clary. She's not answering.
Well, she left her phone upstairs, didn't she?
She's wondering if you're up to a visit.
Tell her yes.
Oh, it looks as if she hasn't given up on you after all, then.
I completely understand your disappointment, Mr. Stamp, but I can't make an exception for you. The hotel is closing for good next week. What I can do is give you an immediate and full refund. Mr. Stamp, are you there? Oh, fine. Oh. Good afternoon, Grey Gables Hotel.
Trace, it's me.
Oh, thank God for that. I don't think I can take being pleasant to one more person.
Glad to be of service.
I don't mean I'll be unpleasant to you.
You might be. You've not heard what I've got to say yet.
What is it? What have you done?
I asked Lily to put a word in for me at the kitchen place. Trace?
That's good, Jazzer. It's really good news.
Are you sure? Because this morning you nearly snapped my head off for even suggesting it.
Yeah, well, you caught me at a bad time.
So you don't mind?
Go for it. But is it really your thing?
Why not? I think I'd be good at it.
Well, you can charm the birds out the trees.
Lily pinged me the application form and I pinged it straight back. So, you up for helping me if I get an interview?
Yeah, why not? I know exactly what she'll ask you.
I can't stop long. I'm just dropping this off. Little get well box of Bridge Farm goodies from Pat and Tony.
Oh, that's nice of them. How thoughtful.
Oh, Clary, this is stunning. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, it's absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
It's taken you hours. A patchwork snakes and ladders rug.
70 different sized squares, all with an appliqued picture.
Oh, you can have everyone playing snakes and ladders on this. Now, how can I make myself useful? Fetch some more painkillers, put on the kettle?
Nothing, Susan. I'm more than capable of making a cup of tea.
No, stay there. I insist. Oh, it does look painful.
I feel so useless.
You?
Stuck in here messing about with patchwork pieces while everyone else is getting on with things. You and Adam managing absolutely fine without me. Would anyone notice if I never came back?
Oh, Clary, I can't wait for you to be back at the dairy. Adam's all right in his way, but...
Really?
Really?
I feel a bit silly now. It's just something like this can remind you that things won't stay the same forever.
Oh, don't be tough.
One minute I feel invincible catching a cricket ball, and the next minute I can't even walk to the car.
You wait and see. By next week you'll be rushed off your feet again and pulled every which way.
I can't wait. And I know you'd feel the same.
Cut from the same cloth we are. Now, Clary, I must get on.
Oh, stay a bit longer. Go on.
I'll be back, don't you worry. Oh, but before I go, talking of cloth, do you have anything I could use to make little Martha a sun hat?
Susan Carter, you come to the right woman.
Oh, you're drenched.
Oh, Tracy. Oh, it's wild out there.
I know. Thank goodness Neil let me in. He said it was okay if I put in a load of washing. There's nothing I can do to coax any life out of my machine, and there's just no way our Gary's going to wash his work clothes by hand.
Oh, that's fine. Fancy a cuppa while you wait.
Oh, I fancy something much stronger.
What is it, Trace? What's wrong?
I didn't get the job. It was a disaster.
Oh, Tracy, I can't believe it.
Your jacket's in a bag in the hall.
What happened?
It was a girl I knew from school. Just took away all my confidence when I knew that.
Oh, no. I think you'd have been great at telesales. Really professional.
I knew I'd messed up, but I still felt like I'd been punched in the stomach when I read the email this morning.
I'm so sorry.
The one silver lining is that Jazzer's going for an interview tomorrow at the same place. Lily's swung it for him as well.
But Jazzer? Do you think he has any hope of getting it?
Don't know how much of a chance he has, but I love that he's willing to try.
Have you got any other interviews lined up?
Yeah, not heard back from anyone. There might be fruit picking on the farms later, but not yet.
Well, I've been asking people in the shop if they know of any work going.
Oh, it's all right, Susan. I've made up my mind. I'm going to apply to the chicken factory tomorrow.
Oh, no, Tracy, please don't. Something's bound to come up.
I'm already broke and I can't afford a gap between jobs. I'm hoping the chicken factory's taking people on, and I'm pretty sure they don't care about communication skills or initiative.
I really think you can do better than that. Emma hated it. It was awful. She had constant pains in her shoulders, hands, fingers. It's grim work, Tracy. They have you cutting and pulling, hacking, twisting and hanging, on and on, all shift.
But money's money.
Emma used to tell me about the speed of it. And this manager who would shout at you if you weren't fast enough. Imagine that. Being a grown woman and being told off like a little kid. One poor girl wet herself because she daren't ask to go to the toilet when it wasn't her break.
But beggars can't be choosers, can they? And if Emma gritted her teeth and stuck it out when she had to, then so can I.
Well, you didn't see her some days. She'd be crying and trying to hide her face so the kids couldn't see.
I can always start working there, then keep an eye out for something else.
Oh, you won't know. Once you start there, you'll be so exhausted you'll lose the will. You work such long hours to even get close to what you were on at Grey Gables.
I know.
There must be something else.
Unless... I hate to ask this, but is there any chance I can have a loan?
Oh.
Just short term, really short term, just to tide me over for a couple of weeks.
Tracy.
Clary said I should walk round Borsetshire handing out CVs. And you're right, I'll not find the time to do that once I'm on shifts at the chicken factory.
Tracy, we can't. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm the one who's sorry. I shouldn't have asked. It was just you said, and I'm desperate. Oh, I feel terrible now.
Oh, you've done nothing wrong, Tracy. I did say to ask and I meant it. But things have changed for us so quickly.
It's all right. You don't have to explain.
We had to shell out up front for Christopher's solicitor's fees. It took a massive chunk of our savings, and we're not sure what else we'll need to help him with.
I completely understand. But I've got to sort it somehow. No one else will. Oh, God, Susan. What am I going to do?
I'm not sure of that now. No. I mean, it would have been a stretch for him finding out.